This is PTV News. Good evening. I'm Catherine Vital with Richmond Cruz. In the news tonight, Chief Government Peace Negotiator Silvestre Bello III says the Duterte administration is more interested in forging a bilateral ceasefire than declaring a unilateral truce with communist rebels. Secretary Bello made the statement as he expressed hope that a bilateral ceasefire will be crafted during the fourth round of peace talks with the communist-led National Democratic Front in the Netherlands next week. The suspended negotiations are set to resume on April 2 to 6. More details from Rocky Ignacio.
The Philippine Government Peace Panel targets to seal a bilateral ceasefire with the National Democratic Front of the Philippines or NDFP. Both panels are set to meet this coming April 2 to 6 at the start of the fourth round of peace talks in the Netherlands. In today's press briefing in Malacanang, DOLE Secretary and Government Chief Peace Negotiator Silvestre Bello III said this is the marching order of President Rodrigo Duterte.
The agenda for this round is to further what we have started during the past 3 rounds of talks. Mostly, the discussion will be on socio-economic reforms, which we call the heart and soul of the peace process, which is intended to address the root causes of the armed conflict. And more importantly, we will discuss and hope to arrive at a consensus on a bilateral ceasefire to end the hostilities on the ground. We expect the discussion in this round of talks to be very, very, very difficult and exacting. But we shall be persistent in advancing the cause of peace, as inspired by our President's determination to unite our people.
Bello reiterated that the ceasefire agreement is vital to pave the way of laying down of arms by the communist rebels. The palace official believes that a ceasefire agreement with the communist group will deter violence. Both panels will face each other anew amidst reported encounters between government troops and suspected members of the New People's Army in Quezon Province.
Siyempre, we are in a negotiation. When you negotiate, you must negotiate from a position of strength. Kaya pinapakita nila na mayroon silang lakas na dapat silang kausapin. Kasi kung wala silang pinakita lang ng lakas, hindi na natin sila kakausapin.
Meanwhile, the government's supposed declaration of unilateral ceasefire before the talks is still under study.
Right now, there is no reason to declare a unilateral ceasefire because our president is more interested in obtaining a bilateral ceasefire agreement.
So you don't see this, don't see this, the government's refusal to declare a unilateral ceasefire, you don't see this as an obstacle to the peace talks?
I don't think so because as a matter of fact, the first agenda item that we will tackle starting April 2 will be the issue of bilateral ceasefire agreement. So, very close. I think we should concentrate more on this more important agreement because this is where we will be assured of the lowering or ending of hostilities. At the same time, we are assured of the parameters and the terms of reference of the agreement. Kaya mas importante yun, mas mahalaga po yun.
In the resumption of peace talks, a joint agreement on immunity guarantees or JASIG will be implemented for the NDFP consultants who will participate in the talks. Bello added that many countries have already expressed their intentions to be part as third-party referees in the peace process, such as Switzerland, Canada, and Australia. For PTV News, Rocky Ignacio.